Now on CoastTV News.
We're seeing chilly conditions this morning with temperatures in the 40s and high pressure overhead, ensuring a nice day ahead, but changes midweek as the rain returns. I'll have your forecast details coming up next.
Controversial homeless help. We look at the Pallet Village program in Sussex County, from the concerns of some communities to the benefits promoted by its organizers.
Marijuana moves, what's being reviewed by Sussex County Council, and some new laws on weed that will be approved by one coastal community.
Biden ending beach trip this morning. The president scheduled to wrap up his 14th visit to Delaware over the last 4.5 months.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during this time, this early, bright morning time.
Yeah, you know, we are in the middle of May, and for some, I think it feels like the middle of March as we start our Monday morning.
I know, yeah. I just keep telling myself, I'm like, April showers, so April is just feeling a little, look, it wants to stick around, you know? But have you seen May flowers? Not really?
We did some flower shopping yesterday,
you did?
So
okay.
None that sprouted up on its own, but some that have been purchased and are now part of our house.
Perfect. If you need to see May flowers, go to Matt's house.
Yeah,
that sounds
open
good.
invitation.
Okay,
come
perfect.
on, come on.
All right, don't say that because he grills, so we're all going to show up with our plates.
Okay.
We're going to be ready to, you know, There's flowers.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you guys at Matt's house. Bob, you coming?
Sure. You know, I've seen a lot of Mayflowers out there. A lot of the stores had Mayflowers this weekend, but it is awfully chilly, feeling more like March out there as we have temperatures in the low 40s inland areas. Salisbury 42, 41 in Georgetown, 40 in Redden, 50 Indian River Inlet, so just a little milder along the coast. Winds are calm, and we have clear skies under high pressure. A little bit of fog out there. Otherwise, we've got a beautiful day in store. Just a few clouds to the north, but high pressure in charge across the area. Here's Futurecast this morning, 8 a.m. mid-50s, Selbyville back through Georgetown, 55 in Salisbury by 10, 61 in Millsboro, Ellendale 60, but we've got some cooler 50s along the coast. By 1 o'clock, a few clouds, mid to upper 60s, and then I think we do get into the lower 70s, Salisbury back through Millsboro, Ellendale about 4:30, but much cooler along the coast with the 50s and 60s there, and a good-looking evening on the way. UV index brought to us by Ocean City. Today, it's a 9, very high, so burn time only 10 minutes. So hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, all in order as we're in that very high range today. Does dip into the medium range Tuesday and Wednesday with clouds and showers, but then back, well, into the very high range by Friday. So higher SPF, midday shade, limit time outdoors, and avoid the sun late morning into early afternoon.
Thank you. This morning, Laurel police will continue to search for a suspect they say ran away after a hit and run over the weekend.
Yeah, according to police, a Toyota 4Runner was driving erratically near Route 13 and Sycamore Road when it hit a vehicle turning coming out of a driveway.
Yeah, one officer saw this. They attempted to stop the two vehicles, but the 4Runner drove off. After state police say the driver got out of the car and ran away while a passenger got into the driver's seat.
Laurel police say a high-speed chase then took place. It ended after the 4Runner drove onto a dead-end road. Police arrested the second driver, 28-year-old Kenya Widener of Bridgeville, another passenger, 26-year-old Shakia Jones of Seaford. According to police, the first driver is still at large.
Delaware State Police say they've arrested a man who's allegedly connected to an attempted murder in Lewis that happened October 8th. Police say it was Friday. They arrested 18-year-old Lewis Cameron of Hyattsville, Maryland. Back in October, troopers were called to a home on Maple Court in Lewis, where they found a man from Millsboro with multiple gunshot wounds. Then, during an investigation, police identified Cameron as the suspect. After Cameron returned to Delaware from Maryland, he was charged with multiple crimes, including first-degree attempted murder.
Happening today, Delaware Beach is getting a boost from taxpayer money, $10 million being made available for protection projects. This is in the hopes to restore stretches of the state's 29 miles of coastline by building storm systems to protect communities along the bay. Areas included are Slaughter Beach and Lewis. And to learn more about how this funding will be used, visit our website.
Also happening today in Lewis, the mayor and city council will be meeting at 5:30 to discuss building a new pavilion at the Lewis Public Library and updating building height regulations. Also on the agenda, a proposal to reduce lot coverage by 5%, impacting how land is used. This meeting will further consider scheduling hearings for new taxes, including a potential increase in the short-term rental tax from 5% up to 6%.
And despite an ongoing debate over his salary and benefits, the new Rehoboth Beach city manager is expected to start on Wednesday. Now, this comes after a 6-month-long nationwide search. Taylor Tedder, that man you see there, will replace former city manager Lawrence Christian. Tedder had most recently been working as the city manager for Boulder City, Nevada. His unanimous appointment has sparked discussion, some saying it violates city charter. All this is over his $250,000 salary. He's also getting $750,000 housing loan that will be forgiven after 7 years. However, Mayor Stan Mills backed Tedder's appointment, citing his extensive experience in community management. It aligns with Rehoboth Beach's needs.
Get ready to slow down in Ocean City. A special event zone is back. According to the town, the special event zone is for the annual Cruise in Ocean City event. The zone will be in effect from Tuesday through next Sunday, and during the week, all speed limits in town are reduced to 30 miles an hour and fines are increased. Police could also arrest violators for reckless driving. The Cruise in Ocean City event takes place Thursday. It runs through the 19th.
Pushback on Pallet Village resurfaces in Georgetown. Organizers of the Springboard Collaborative, they run the village, held an event called Dispelling the Myth Homelessness in Sussex County. And CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber shows us why organizers are looking to debunk the myth that Pallet Village is attracting more homeless to the area.
Here at Springboard's Pallet Village, organizers aim to provide a solution to homelessness, as well as help people turn their lives around. But organizers say there have been accusations going around that Pallet Village is attracting more homeless to the area. But they say that's not true. According to the Springboard Collaborative, who runs the village, up to 100 people have been through the program, all of which were from Sussex County and were homeless in Georgetown specifically. Through Pallet Village, people are able to get health care, mental health services, addiction help, and find jobs. Judson Malone, the co-founder of Springboard Collaborative, says 80% of participants successfully find housing after living here.
Within a week of them coming in and finally having a lockable door and a warm cabin to be in, just within a few weeks, they're ready to start treatment for whatever, if they have a drug addiction problem, they're now ready to address that. When it's previously in the woods, that's how they got through the day.
Organizers say homelessness is such a growing problem because of the affordable housing crisis. In Georgetown, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
So here's some more background on that Pallet Village in Georgetown. It opened up in 2023, and it features 40 individual sleeping cabins. You can see some of those on your screen right now. The cabins have between 1 to 2 beds in each unit. Springboard Home have privacy, security, and lockable doors, and people living there have access to coordinated care and food services.
Conflicting messages by the United States over Israel's response to those brutal terrorist attacks last October by the Gaza-based terrorist organization Hamas.
Yeah, this is as Israel continues to bombard Rafah in the hunt for Hamas. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us that and how it's impacting colleges across the nation.
Israel issuing new evacuation orders over the weekend for parts of Rafah, even after a new report is further raising concerns about its military operations and civilian deaths.
It's reasonable to conclude that there are instances where Israel has acted in ways that are not consistent with international humanitarian law.
But the State Department says it has not verified specific instances that would justify withholding military aid to Israel. That's something some lawmakers urge the White House to do.
I think any objective observer knows Israel has broken international law. It has broken American law. And in my view, Israel should not be receiving another nickel in U.S. military aid.
Other members of Congress are pushing back.
Americans should be all in helping Israel against an existential threat. The one thing Israel and America has in common, Hamas would attack us if they could.
Secretary of State Blinken declined to identify the administration's red line with Israel, but did double down on its stance on Rafah and the more than 1 million people sheltering there.
Absent a credible plan to get them out of harm's way and to support them, the President's been clear for some time that we couldn't and would not support a major military operation in Rafah. As ceasefire talks continue, so do nationwide protests on college campuses. Duke University students walking out on their commencement speaker, comedian Jerry Seinfeld, a vocal supporter of Israel.
In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
House Republicans are drafting articles of impeachment over Biden's threat of withholding the aid to Israel. It was recently approved by Congress, and they say it is similar to what Democrats accused then President Trump of doing with Ukraine that led to his impeachment.
And this morning, President Biden's leaving Rehoboth Beach, and he'll return to the White House after spending his weekend along the coast. What you're seeing now is him attending Mass at St. Edmund's Catholic Church. According to the White House, he and Vice President Harris will speak at a reception this evening celebrating Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. We still have more news to get to in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Now, coming up, Rehoboth Beach rules. We'll tell you what you need to know about the summer policy set to go in place in Rehoboth Beach this week.
And support for our shores. We're telling you how Assateague Island plans to repair erosion they say has only gotten worse since January.
Still ahead, officials in Sussex County will take up the topic of marijuana this week. We'll tell you what coastal communities are planning to decide on the newly legalized drug. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
The Subaru car has been an awesome change. It is definitely something that's reliable, safe. Gateway Subaru had what I was looking for. The dealership was just wonderful to deal with. Gateway really nailed it and you didn't feel pressured. They were more compassionate, willing to work with you. So Gateway provided me with the cross-check that I needed and I'm very comfortable with. Walked out with the keys in the car the same day and it's been running beautifully. And I love my Subaru.
Every day, Washington politicians let the border crisis continue and do nothing. They fail the American people. Open border Democrats and status quo Republicans are both to blame. We need common sense leaders with the guts to get it done.
Typical D.C. politicians play politics instead of solving the problem. As governor, we fought sanctuary cities. Enough is enough. Secure the border immediately. I'm Larry Hogan, and I approve this message. In the Senate, I'll fight to keep our communities safe.
Illuminations by Bellaterra. Customize your lighting vision with the only certified outdoor lighting designer in the state of Delaware. Aesthetics and functionality are key components utilized in our designs, increasing property value, beauty, safety, and security. Whether you're adding mood lighting to a patio space or improving visibility, Illuminations by Bellaterra will deliver exceptional lighting installations that will impress every time the sun goes down.
Call today to see how Illuminations by Bellaterra can light up your life.
Storm season is here. Be prepared and follow these tips from Delaware Electric Cooperative. Make sure you and your family have a safe place to go in the event of a tornado or severe storm. Have an emergency kit stocked with enough food, water, and essentials for at least 3 days. And don't forget a flashlight, batteries, and weather radio. Finally, download the DEC Connect app on your mobile device to quickly report an outage. Weather can be unpredictable, but you can be prepared. Make sure you're ready when storms strike.
6:11 on this sunny but chilly Monday morning. Bay Health Cam, Milford 44 right now, so definitely need that heavier coat. As cold as 41 in Georgetown, 40 in Redden, Salisbury 42, but 50 Indian River Inlet, so just a little milder along the coast. Winds are light. There could be a little bit of fog out there. Otherwise, we're looking at mostly clear skies across the area, thanks to high pressure and a beautiful day to hit the golf course. And I drained the putt today. An excellent day out on the course. We're looking at mostly sunny and pleasant conditions. Make sure you have the sunscreen, 72 degrees.
An update in Millsboro for the upcoming municipal election. Candidates must file by Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. The election is taking place on June 8th, and absentee applications, they are due by 7 p.m. the day before Election Day. Marijuana, how it's used, where it's allowed, and where it's not. It's been up for discussion in Sussex County for months, and on Tuesday it will be reviewed by the County Council. They will go over an ordinance on how to regulate marijuana businesses. Now remember, the county not allowed to ban the drug. That can only be done by individual towns and cities. There will also be a public hearing so people can have a say on the proposed ordinance. And staying on the topic of marijuana, Dewey Beach is considering a new ordinance, and this one would change the local laws concerning the amount of marijuana a person can have for personal use in the town. Officials want to update town laws so that they match the new state laws after the legalization of marijuana, and the town council will discuss this new ordinance at its town council meeting on Friday.
A new rule limiting excessive credit card late fees was set to take effect last week. It's now been put on hold. A federal judge temporarily blocked the U.S. government's attempt to ban credit card late fees of more than $8 a month. Bank lobbyists challenged the legality of the cap in a lawsuit, saying that policy is unconstitutional. The Las Vegas Spaceport, it's a planned hub for commercial and private space tourism, is one step closer to becoming a reality. Construction plans include a runway, a taxiway, a private jet terminal, and hangars. Future plans for the 240-acre site include a launch pad, a runway for space planes, a control tower, a flight school, and why not throw it in there, a 200-room casino resort. Still ahead this morning, support for the shores. We're showing you how officials at Assateague Island say erosion has damaged the shores there.
A gorgeous sunrise on the beach. 49 at Rehoboth on the boardwalk right now, and a chilly start for Delmarva. Then sunshine and 70s later today, but changes with rain for the midweek time period. I'll time it out on Futurecast coming up next.
I want this. I'm here to win.
Beautiful! The Voice live tonight on NBC and Peacock.
After all the tests that you have been put through, there's someone I'd like for you to meet. Banker, come on out! What? It's about to get interesting.
The Deal or No Deal Island finale tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Social Security and Medicare aren't just handed to us.
We've earned them. Hour by hour. Day by day.
Paycheck by paycheck.
They aren't plans. They're a promise. Made to every American. Every American. And we're not gonna let anyone break it.
Break it.
Break it.
Neither will I. And you can consider that a promise too. David Trone will stand up to Republicans looking to strip the safety net seniors depend on. And there's no backing down.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Time is 6:16, and you're looking live at a great-looking sunrise in Lewis. Just look at that. I love this time of the morning when we get shots just like that. Now, hopefully, Bob, my hope is that later on today, that sun will warm things up a bit.
Your hope will come true, Matt. We will see that warm up as we go later in the day. But right now, it's pretty chilly out there as we have temperatures into the 40s. And here's our 5-day temperature trend. And for the most part, we're near normal, except for one day. That's Wednesday. Now, 72 today was 74 on Tuesday. We dipped to 65 on Wednesday. It's going to be a raw kind of rainy day, but then a nice rebound Thursday to 73. And then by Friday, 75. But a chilly start this morning. As cold as 40 in Redden right now, Salisbury 42, Seaford 43, 45 in Lewis. Looks like 50 in Indian River Inlet and 52 in Ocean City right now. And the winds are very, very light thanks to high pressure right over the top of us. So clear skies, light winds. We have that radiational cooling. Any heat from the surface goes right up into space. So that's why it's chilly this morning with mostly clear skies, just a few clouds out there. But all in all, pretty quiet all the way from Norfolk up to New York right now as we have high pressure in place. But to the west, we've got more rough weather lurking. We have one system spinning across areas of the plains through Wichita and Omaha, seeing rain there, and then also some showers down into the deep south. So eventually some of that moisture will be coming our way, but not today. Here's Futurecast beginning at 8 a.m. We're in the low 50s with the sunshine. And by 10, some of us getting into the low 60s. Inland areas 50s along the coast. coast by noon, maybe lunch outside, especially inland areas, with temperatures into the 60s. And then by this afternoon, we're looking at low 70s inland areas, cooler at the beaches. And then as we go into the overnight, not as chilly because the clouds increase and we have a southerly breeze. So by morning, temperatures in the 50s, probably rising by sunrise into the 60s. And then we're thickening up the clouds on Tuesday, mid 70s into the afternoon. And by the evening, the clouds thicken up and we start to see showers building in. And some of that rain could be heavy as we go through the overnight hours into Wednesday morning. We do have a yellow alert for maybe a ½ inch to an inch of rain on Wednesday. Some of that rain will be heavy. It will be a raw day too, with an easterly wind. Temperatures only into the low 60s, maybe mid 60s as we go through the day, but a very chilly day as we could pick up about a ½ inch to about a little bit over an inch of rain on Wednesday. So certainly a good soaker. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 72 today. And then on Tuesday, 74. Wednesday, yellow alert day for about a ½ inch to an inch of rain, 65. Maybe some lingering showers Thursday, dries out Friday. And the weekend, always have to have a raindrop in there. Saturday, 72. And then Sunday, partly cloudy and 74.
Thanks, Bob. And if you're just joining us this hour, we have a picture that we've been talking about. Washington's new head football coach, Dan Quinn, remember, all-time great at Salisbury University, a Seagull, sporting the new Washington logo, but on it there's a feather from the past. It's when the Redskins were the NFL team in Washington, and I think we have a picture of it here. Paige, you are a proud,
yes,
we know this, proud burgundy and gold fan. So you got any thoughts, a little bit of old with the new?
I always love a little bit of old with the new, honestly. And, you know, a lot of fans are so mad at the name Commanders and it's dumb, whatever. I like it. But I also think that feather logo, I also think the arrow they used to have was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting. I think, you know, let's not fight about it, you guys. Let's just say our happy, positive opinions or respectful negative opinions.
So the interesting thing about this is that the team is saying that it's not official. They're not selling that.
That's right.
Nobody knows where Coach Quinn got that shirt, but apparently it's not official Washington merchandise. So we'll have to wait to see if we get an answer on why and where he wore the shirt and where he got it.
That's what I think is a little funny. It's a little messy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but hey, I like a little drama.
It had Twitter abuzz over the weekend.
It did. Yeah. Let us know what you think if you want to share your opinion.
All right, we're going to move on here. Assateague Island struggling with waves. Since January, erosion has caused 20 feet of the Bayside picnic area to disappear. And with the waves getting closer to the parking lot and building there, Park Service had to begin construction last month on a new building. They moved it actually 50 feet away from the shore, and they moved the parking spaces more up north. The Assateague Island superintendent explains their plans to slow down the increasing erosion.
We'll put all of those logs and some more out here, creating those barriers. We'll use those trees, and the big sand pile behind, most of that sand will go on top of the logs to make everything more stable.
And with the building and parking spaces being moved, Hawthorne is hopeful to keep them there for the next 2 to 3 years.
The Lewis Community Gardens holding a free educational series dedicated to promoting sustainable living practices. The first session will be May 18th. It's at 9:30. It'll focus on composting and recycling. The Lewis Community Garden says participants will learn how to practically manage a compost pile and avoid issues like pests and odors. This series is free and open to the public.
More to come this morning. Rehoboth Beach Rules will tell you what you need to know about policies for the summer season that are set to start this week. We'll be right back on CoastTV News Today.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
The Memorial Day sales event is here. With more inventory, more savings, and more reasons to buy. Get a great deal on the tough, powerful, innovative Ford F-150. There's more to love and more ways to save during the Memorial Day sales event. But hurry, it all ends June 3rd. Now get 1.9% financing for 72 months on a 2023 Ford F-150. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Discover the lodges of coastal Delaware, featuring 2 exceptional communities with one goal: life your way. The life at the lodge at Truett Homestead is like being on vacation every day, featuring worry-free independent living and unparalleled amenities with the convenience of a monthly rental community. Moving right down the road, experience refreshing coastal living at the Lodge at Historic Lewis, offering independent living, assisted living, and our Compass Memory Care program. Engage in vibrant activities, build lasting connections, and savor each moment. Visit our website or call today to learn how to make the lodge lifestyle yours.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
A very busy time over the weekend in Dewey Beach. The Dewey Lions Club hosted the annual Community Day event where people had face painting and enjoyed activities, all family fun and more. And also there was another festival in town. Town had 50 artists from all over the area, bringing in a crowd of, get this, over 1,000 people.
All right, good stuff there. BB Healthcare's annual Spring Health Fair has moved to a new time and a new location. The event is called Spring into Health. And it is scheduled now for Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. This will be at the Georgetown Cheer Community Center. BB says attendees will have access to free health screenings. This includes blood sugar, cholesterol, blood pressure, and more. And the fair offers free lunch and the chance to learn from BB Healthcare experts.
As more visitors come to Rehoboth Beach, city officials are reminding everyone of the rules that begin on Wednesday. So don't forget, you can ride your bike on the boardwalk early in the morning from 5 to 10 a.m. That's until September 15th. But adults, you're not allowed to ride your bike on sidewalks at any time. Only children 12 and under can do that. The city also says skateboards, they're not allowed on the boardwalk, bandstand, or any sidewalks and streets during the summer. And you can't use rollerblades or skates on the boardwalk, bandstand, or entire Rehoboth Avenue.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey is here with us again. Chilly now, but we are tracking a nice spring day, either along the ocean beaches or the bay beaches.
This is true. Just have to bundle up this morning for sure. Maybe the puffy jacket and then go with the windbreaker this afternoon. Along the beaches, Fenwick Island and Ocean City, you're only warming into the lower 60s. Maybe a few more clouds for Fenwick Island. Waves around 2 to 3 feet and the UV index is high. For Lewis, you're beginning in the 40s, but then warming into the mid 60s and 50s and 60s for Rehoboth Beach. On the bay side for Cambridge and next 3 days, we've got changes, low 70s today, mid 70s, increasing clouds Tuesday, and then by Wednesday we're looking at showers. And for Crisfield, lower 70s today, 72 Tuesday, better chance of rain and chilly on Wednesday, and 68.
Thank you. Coming up after the break, former Trump lawyer set to testify this week in the former president's hush money trial. We're telling you how prosecutors say he's connected to this case.
Also, as Israeli forces push further in the Rafah, we'll tell you how the war is impacting college graduations across the U.S.
And roundabout ready, almost. We're telling you when DelDOT says the new roundabout project will be completely open after months of construction. CoastTV News Today will be right back.
With this open floor plan, I can really stretch my hamstrings. Feel the burn, Hammy. I could really go for a snack right now. No! Keep exploring. One small step for man, one giant roll for Hammy. So many bedrooms. Never skip leg day. With all this room to run, I feel like the belle of the ball. Hammy is on a roll. Summer body, here I come.
Make no mistake, America is being invaded. Biden's open border is flooding our cities with violent criminals and deadly drugs. Democrats put American families last, kicking our kids out of school to house illegals. The invasion must end. I'm Robin Ficker, and I approve this message. I'm running for Senate to secure the border. I'll stand with Trump, finish the wall, and deport criminal illegals to save our country.
Whatever your struggle, there's hope. Call Homes for Hope to schedule your same-day appointment.
Honesty, integrity, bravery. Here is what we can face together.
Incoming.
Let's go.
I've had this policy of not mixing my work and romantic life until now.
I have no doubts you will make a great leader.
It's like you said, Chief. Change is inevitable. I'm no good without the job. You know that.
You've got the team. I've got you.
Chicago Wednesday, new on NBC and Peacock.
Now on Coast TV News.
We're seeing chilly conditions this morning. Temperatures in the 40s thanks to high pressure overhead. A nice day ahead, but changes are on the way as we'll see midweek rain. And some of that could be heavy. I'll have your forecast details coming up next.
Roundabout ready. Big part of Lewis Road area road project nearing completion. What DelDOT is telling us about this week.
Route 20 to close for a week. What drivers in the Millsboro area can expect and for how long.
College graduation chaos thanks to anti-Israel protesters over the weekend. We look at how they were dealt with at different universities across the U.S.
This is Coast TV News Today.
May 13th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us, everyone. I'm Paige Marley.
Yeah, we are at 6:30 on this Monday morning. Paige, over the weekend, you were back at your alma mater, Shippensburg University. You're a proud graduate, and now your brother is.
Yes.
Congratulations. What is it, about 4 hours away?
Ish, depending on traffic.
Yeah, depending on traffic.
Yeah.
And of all places, you were telling me you ran into a viewer of ours from Milton.
It was the best thing ever. Yeah, sitting in the stands of graduation, I look over. I mean, there's so many people there. Person right next to me is wearing a Milton, Delaware sweatshirt. So, of course, I'm like, hey, I go there too. So, yeah, just so random. I mean, you never know where you're going to find some Delmarvians.
That was,
you know? Yeah, all the way, so 4 hours away. So if you're watching, she did say she wakes up at 6.
Right.
Hello.
So then we're in her hour here, so good morning.
Exactly. She would have gotten up a little bit ago. So you never know when you're going to see someone. It's a small world. Yeah. All right, well, Bob, we're going to bring you in right now. We had great weather for graduation, but that was all the way in Pennsylvania. Other people closer to home maybe saw some rain this weekend for their graduation.
Yeah, and not so great weather for Mother's Day. We had the showers and thunderstorms, so hope you had that plan B in place. And, of course, it's Monday, and our weather is improving. And it's chilly out the door this morning. 40 in Redmond right now, 42 in Delmarva and Salisbury, so definitely need that heavier jacket. 44 in Lewis, 50 in Indian River Inlet, 53 in Ocean City. And the winds are light. We've got high pressure overhead. Do watch out for some pockets of fog this morning. Otherwise, we have high pressure, just a few clouds across Pennsylvania. Otherwise, high pressure in place if you're traveling anywhere from the mid-Atlantic up into the Northeast. Our weather is looking good. Here's Futurecast at 8 a.m. We're warming into the 50s, so that sun will do its thing and warm us up quickly. By 10 a.m. in the low 60s and close to 70 by 1 o'clock. I think inland areas from Salisbury to Millsboro and Ellendale get into the low 70s a little bit later on, but chilly 50s and 60s along the coast. Here's today's checklist. Don't need the rain gear, but you definitely need the heavy jacket this morning. Then you can transition to that windbreaker later on. Sunscreen a must, and the warm beverage is certainly a good thing to have. Nice cup hot coffee, I should say, on a chilly morning, and the sunglasses for sure on this sunny day.
Thank you, Bob. The long-awaited roundabout near 5 Points. This is in the Lewis area. It is expected to fully open to traffic on Wednesday. DelDOT confirmed this to Coast TV. The Plantation Road, Beaver Dam Road roundabout partially opened on April 19th, and drivers have been able to travel through the roundabout between Plantation Road and Beaver Dam Road and exit to Henlopen Landing. But on May 15th, all 4 exits will be open. I
cannot wait for that. Very exciting. Happening today, DelDOT will close Route 20 at Route 113 in Millsboro. It's for 1 week. This closure will begin at 7 a.m. It is related to the North Millsboro Bypass Project. This project's building a 2-lane road north of Millsboro that'll connect Route 113 to Route 24.
Happening today also, Delaware beaches getting a boost from taxpayer money. In fact, $10 million is being made available for protection projects. This is in the hopes to restore stretches of the state's 29 miles of coastline by building storm systems to protect communities, specifically along the bay. Some areas to benefit from the money include Slaughter Beach in Lewis. And to learn more about how this funding will be used, you can visit our website.
Also happening today, the Lewis Environmental Subcommittee will be meeting to discuss improving protections for local wetlands. They're aiming to revise the wetland buffer ordinance by suggesting adjustments to safeguard zones and buffer sizes to better regulate activities and preserve ecosystems. This meeting takes place at 1 p.m.
Maryland Governor Wes Moore has signed a new law. This is aimed at supporting Empower Maryland. That's the state's energy efficiency initiative. This is designed to reduce air pollution, lower energy costs, and help Maryland towards its very aggressive climate objectives. And now, according to the press release, the Empower program provides Marylanders with free or discounted services such as energy audits, weatherization, and efficiency appliances. Since it began in 2008, the Energy Efficiency Act Coalition claims Empower Maryland has generated over $12.7 billion in projected lifetime energy savings.
Most universities trying to hold graduation ceremonies despite concerns over protests. Anti-Israel demonstrators disrupted many norms at the schools across the country. A handful of universities cause administrators to actually change or cancel commencement plans.
Others are holding the ceremonies despite the demonstrations on graduation day. And Amy Kiley shows us how opinions over the Israel-Hamas war are impacting schools across the country.
I ask that you allow the program to continue.
With chanting, walkouts, and graduation stage takeovers, pro-Palestinian students are finding ways to protest during university commencement ceremonies.
It's sad, and I think it's a really bad way to end your college career.
Some students and parents are upset at Pomona College outside Los Angeles. The school says it decided ahead of last night's ceremony to move it off campus for safety reasons. That's in response to demonstrators occupying the original venue.
As our universities celebrate, we should also be extremely critical of their involvement that has led to the decimation of entire educational infrastructure.
In North Carolina,
I know all of you here are going to use all of your brains and muscle and soul to improve the world.
This video shows about 30 students at Duke University walking out of Sunday's commencement service just before comedian Jerry Seinfeld spoke. Some appear to be holding Palestinian flags. And here's another walkout at Virginia Commonwealth University during the governor's speech Saturday and chanting at UC Berkeley the same day.
I invite you to speak with me after the event in a space that's more appropriate.
Free Palestine!
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Michael Cohen is set to testify this week in the hush money trial of former President Donald Trump. He's the star witness as prosecutors try to prove Trump illegally falsified business records. They say Cohen paid adult film actress Stormy Daniels to be silent about her affair with Trump, and then Trump reimbursed him. The former president's attorney says the payments to Cohen were a retainer. Now, they also say it's not against the law, actually, to pay to stop rumors the defense argues were unfounded.
Still more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up, lighting up Delmarva. We're going to show you pictures of the natural phenomenon that took place across the skies of Delmarva.
Also, Phillies going for a sweep of the Fish. We had the back-and-forth game yesterday in Miami. Stay with us on CoastTV News today.
Accurate Termite and Pest Control. For the best termite elimination on the shore, call Accurate and have the safest termite prevention for years to come. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
When you're at the beach, the priority is having fun with your family. And when you got a full house, let us handle the food and bring Bethany Blues to you. From our award-winning barbecue to specialty dishes and family-style options, we have something special for your group. Let Bethany Blues bring the good times home to you.
Illuminations by Bellaterra. Customize your lighting vision with the only certified outdoor lighting designer in the state of Delaware. Aesthetics and functionality are key components utilized in our designs, increasing property value, beauty, safety, and security. Whether you're adding mood lighting to a patio space or improving visibility, Illuminations by Bellaterra will deliver exceptional lighting installations that will impress every time the sun goes down.
Call today to see how Illuminations by Bellaterra can light up your life.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet.
With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
Accurate Termite and Pest Control. With over 300 combined years of experience, we're community-focused and 5-star rated.
Accurate Pest Control.
Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control. On target since 1995.
6:39 on our chilly, sunny Monday morning. Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. 44 in Laurel. We did see pockets of some fog, maybe still a little bit out there, but that will quickly burn off this morning. And it's chilly. 40 in Redden, 42 in Delmar and Salisbury, 45 Lewis, 50 in Indian River Inlet. So bundle up heading out the door. A very light wind, so wind's not a problem. Lots of sunshine. We've got high pressure overhead, so we're looking at a beautiful day with high pressure. Just a few clouds off to our north. On the golf course today, the weather will be perfect, as my putt is right there. It's excellent. We are looking at mostly sunny and pleasant conditions with a high of 72. Remember to call the CoastTV First Alert weather line, 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
The results from the 2024 South Bethany town election are in. The town announced that Edith Dondero has been elected mayor. Dondero received 284 votes. The results are also in from the 2024 Georgetown municipal election. The town says William West won the race for mayor, receiving 379 of the total 724 votes. The race was very close. West's opponent, Angela Townsend, received 345 votes.
On Sunday, the Red Hot Phillies putting the wraps on their series in Miami. How hot have the Phillies been? 9-1 record in the last 10 games. Phillies going for the sweep against the team with the least number of wins in the National League. We go right to the first inning. Nick Castellanos gets the party started right, gets the party started quickly. 3-run homer, and the Phillies have the early lead. It was 3-1 in the third. That's when Josh Bell goes high, deep, and gone. This is off of Zach Wheeler, and the Marlins are up 4-3. Now let's go to the sixth. The Phillies are down 6-3, and Edmundo Sosa just gets it inside the line. Bryce Harper in. Bryson Stott in. Sosa ends up with a triple, and he would later score in the inning. They would tie the game at 6 extra innings. This is how the Marlins win it. Off the back of Manuel Rivera, off of Phillies reliever Gregory Soto. Nick Fortes scores from second. Phillies cannot get this sweep, and they open a series tonight at the Mets. Nationals, they only gave up 3 runs. Well, they only scored 2, so the Nats fall under the 500 mark with a loss. Meanwhile, the Orioles, they had their 3-game win streak snapped, as it was a bad day at the yards for the Birds. Orioles continue their homestand tonight against the Blue Jays. On the Orioles farm, the Shorebirds were shut out by the Cannonballers. Birds limited to just 4 singles are off today. They continue their road trip in Lynchburg on Tuesday. NASCAR at Darlington late in the race. Here's Chris Buescher on the outside, Tyler Reddick inside. They get into it for the lead. Reddick would get a flat tire later because of this. Same for Buescher. So it allowed the 6th car, Brad Keselowski, to regain the lead. And after so many near misses, Keselowski a winner for the first time since 2021. After the race, Buescher not happy at all with Reddick. But for the 2012 Cup champion Keselowski, it's career win 39. It's his first also since becoming part owner of his current team.
Entertainment news now. Jeff Bridges set to bring a literature icon to the big screen in his latest project. Rick Damigella has more in the Hollywood Minute.
And Mr. Bridges. Jeff Bridges lands a monstrous new role. The actor is set to play classic fictional creature Grendel in a new live-action movie from the Jim Henson Company. Dave Bautista has been cast opposite the star as Beowulf in the upcoming fantasy flick.
Mum, we're going to have to carry you up here if you don't want to leave by your own.
Oh, good luck with that. Ewan McGregor faces new family drama. The actor stars alongside Ellen Burstyn in Mother Couch as the son of a woman who refuses to leave a sofa at a furniture store. This is your first look at the tense drama, which arrives in theaters in July. The Easter Seals Disability Film Challenge winners have been announced. Peter Farrelly was on hand as Audio Description was named Best Film at the 11th annual event on Thursday. The challenge honors projects that promote disability inclusion. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damagella.
Here's what's coming up Monday at 4 on Coast Life. A fun and adventurous place for the whole family, how you can try your hand at this ropes course. And we're coming up on the perfect season to go out on the boat, but we also have ways to keep you and your family safe on the water. All that and more Monday at 4 on Coast Life.
And we're looking at a beautiful Monday on the way in store for Delmarva. Beautiful start. Tunnel and Razor Camp 45, lots of sunshine and sunshine today, but then clouds increase. And then we're looking at rain on the way for the middle part of the week. I'll track it on Futurecast coming up after the break.
Download the free CoastTV First Alert weather app today.
When I decided to have my kitchen done, I knew I wanted it done professionally, and that's when I contacted Ellen. She took me to the Delmarva Design Center.
From the moment I bring a customer into Delmarva Design Center, the ideas start to flow. First thing we do is take a stroll around the showroom so we can look at all the different vignettes to get ideas of what they like and see what they react to.
For each of the different aspects that I wanted to change in my kitchen, there were experts here, and everyone was so helpful. They listened to what I had to say, and they had great ideas that helped me put together exactly what I wanted for my kitchen.
My goal is to have the customer enjoy their space as quickly as possible, and Delmarva Design Center helps me do that.
My kitchen is one of my favorite places now. It's something that I use every single day of my life. I'm elated with my experience at the Delmarva Design Center.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Move for Life is working to provide a gym for those who can't afford memberships or lack access to fitness facilities, and we need your help. Join us on Saturday, June 15th at Marina Park in Federalsburg for the Move for Life Funds Build a Gym 5K. Walk or run, plus enjoy the activities, prizes, and community spirit. Help us make a lasting impact in Federalsburg. Sign up today at moveforlife.org/events.
877-CALL-FIR, FHFIR.com.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country, but when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FHFIR's Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FHFIR Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FIR or visit FHFIR.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up and use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
The time is 6:46 on your Monday. We are going to take a live look at Laurel and Bob. I would think with the rain over the weekend, rain this week, but today looking perfect, maybe a lot of golfers playing hooky today.
I would think so, you know, and I don't know what it is with Mondays, but they always seem to be nice after some unsettled weather over the weekend, and that's what we had on Mother's Day. Our 5-day temperature trend, not bad. Chilly start, but up to 72 today, 2 degrees shy of the average of 74, and then we're right at 74 tomorrow. Then a cool down into Wednesday. Clouds, showers, a high of 65 maybe. A lot of models have us even colder than that, and then warming into the 70s Thursday and Friday. But a chilly start out there this morning, 42 in Salisbury and Delmar, 40 in Redden, 45 in Milton right now, with 50 for Indian River Inlet and Rehoboth. So a little milder along the coast as we have calm winds, or at least very light winds under high pressure. That is why it's so chilly. We have that high right over the top of us, light winds and clear skies. Watch out for a little bit of patchy fog. Otherwise, that high pressure providing a beautiful day. Too bad we couldn't have this yesterday for Mother's Day. We do have some storminess back to our west across the plains, and then more rain as well near the Gulf Coast, and we'll see these clouds and moisture heading our way as we head into the midweek time period, but not today. Here's Futurecast at 8 a.m., warming up through the 50s, low 60s by 10, and by noon we're into the mid 60s, maybe a few clouds, inland areas, 50s along the coast, and then I think we get into the low 70s from Milton to Millsboro and Delmar around 3 o'clock, but cooler at the beaches, and a pleasant evening on the way. Then through the overnight, we do start to increase the clouds, and with a southerly breeze, we'll see temperatures not as cold as this morning into the 50s, and then we're rising to the 60s into the 70s. By noon tomorrow, mostly cloudy with some breezy conditions out of the south, and that will warm us up into the mid-70s. Georgetown and Millsboro 73, and Delmarva cooler at the beaches. And then we go into tomorrow night, and we start to increase the rain shortly after midnight on Wednesday. Here's 2:30, and it's going to be messy out there with rain, perhaps heavy at times, and that continues right until 5 a.m. So part of the commute could be a little messy as we go into your Wednesday morning with temperatures in the 50s and 60s. And 8 a.m. we have the showers, and look at these temperatures, only in the 50s and low 60s pretty much all day, with an easterly wind and the rain still hanging on along the coast around noon. And then it should move offshore later in the day. It's still cloudy and kind of raw. As far as rain goes with this system, about a half inch to about an inch. That's why we have a yellow alert as we go into your Wednesday. And here is your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 72 today, increasing clouds Tuesday, 74, then rain and much cooler on Wednesday, 65 with a yellow alert, at least a half an inch of rain, about a half inch to an inch, maybe lingering showers Thursday, 73, dry Friday, and the weekend comes, and you always have to include a raindrop, right? And that's what we have on Saturday, 72, looks a little drier for Sunday, and 74.
You may have seen this on Delmarva over the weekend. A spectacular light show took the skies along our coast. Some viewers sent us these stunning photos they took of the northern lights seen across Delmarva. This one on your screen was taken in Delmar.
Delaware State Police, they are investigating an armed robbery. This happened Friday night in Seaford. It was around 10:39 on German Road, and according to State Police, 3 men approached a man making a pizza delivery. The victim says one man pointed a gun at him and stole his car. And then Saturday morning around 1:30, police saw that stolen car. They pulled it over, and that is when the men in the car, they ran away. The driver was caught, but State Police are still looking for the other 2 suspects.
The time is now 6:50. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day is a dog who loves his mom. On your screen right now, Benny, dressed in his Sunday best, all to celebrate Mother's Day yesterday. And as you can see, he's crisp. He really cleaned up well here, Paige. This is to honor Tammy from Seaford, who submitted Benny to us.
Benny is such a mama's boy in the best way, isn't he? And Tammy is such a good dog mom. Thanks for sending us those photos, Tammy. We want to keep seeing all your pets on Delmarva. Keep sending us adorable photos. Tell us what makes your pets so special.
Yep, you can scan the QR code top of your screen to submit your furry friend to Coast TV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
We're seeing a boat heading out, perhaps to the ocean this morning. Indian River Inlet, beautiful start to the day on the Gutter Helmet Camp, 47, and we're looking at beautiful conditions today, then increasing clouds tomorrow. The midweek period is looking a little wet. We do have a yellow alert there, but then improving conditions for the end of the week and close to average temperatures. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up after the break.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Spring is hummingbird season, so to make that perfect nectar, you want to dissolve 1 part of sugar to 4 parts of water, no red dyes, and change that water every 2 to 3 days to keep the bacteria from growing. My Backyard in Ocean Pines carries all the products you need to keep your feathered friends healthy and safe. We also have a huge selection of quality hand-picked birdhouses, baths, seeds, unique gifts, and decor for expert and novice bird lovers alike. I can't wait to see you at My Backyard, where it's all about the birds and more.
Calling any old contractor to solve a home performance or comfort issue in your home might wind up with you getting their solution rather than solving your problem. Start with a professional energy audit. Buying a new or used home, upgrading your HVAC system or crawl space, if your home's drafty or you have poor indoor air quality problems, get an energy audit. A thorough energy audit will figure out the cause of the problems rather than just treating the symptoms. For more information on FLC Energy, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store.
where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
Hi, I just had to tell you Valley Casino has partnered with Bet Rivers in Delaware.
We've got lots and lots of exciting slots and table games to play.
With really fast payouts and a rewards program you'll love!
Plus, with award-winning customer service, the excitement never stops.
Is this awkward?
So get ready, casino fans. And Brittany. Bet Rivers and Valley Casino, together in Delaware. Download the app today.
It is 6:54. It's time now for some things you need to know before you go. Dewey Beach is considering a new ordinance on marijuana, and it would change the local laws concerning the amount of marijuana a person can have for personal use in the town. Officials want to update the town laws so that they match with the new state laws after the legalization of marijuana. The town council will discuss this ordinance at its town council meeting on Friday.
Rehoboth Beach officials are reminding everyone of new rules starting Wednesday. You can ride your bike on the boardwalk early in the morning. That'll be from 5 to 10 a.m. until September 15th. However, adults are not allowed to bike on sidewalks at any time. Only children 12 and under can do that. Skateboards not allowed on the boardwalk, bandstand, or any sidewalks and streets during the summer. Also, people cannot use rollerblades or skates on the boardwalk, bandstand, and Rehoboth Avenue either.
The long-awaited roundabout near the 5 Points is expected to fully open to traffic on Wednesday. DelDOT confirmed this to Coast TV. The Plantation Road, Beaver Dam Road roundabout partially opened April 19th. Drivers have been able to travel through the roundabout between Plantation Road and Beaver Dam Road and exit to Henlopen Landing. But on May 15th, all 4 exits are expected to be open.
Assateague Island struggling with waves since January. Erosion has caused 20 feet of the bayside picnic area to disappear. When the waves getting closer to the parking lot and building, the Park Service had to begin some construction last month. They moved the building 50 feet away from the shore and moved the parking spaces more up north. It's not a permanent solution. The building and parking spaces being moved, officials hope to keep them there for the next 2 to 3 years.
A new rule limiting excessive credit card late fees that was set to take effect last week has been put on hold. A federal judge temporarily blocked the U.S. government's attempt to ban credit card late fees of more than $8 a month. Bank lobbyists challenged the legality of the cap in a lawsuit, saying that is unconstitutional. Well, there was a spectacular air show over the weekend in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, volunteer pilots in 56 planes covering nearly every chapter of aviation history. They flew across the Potomac River and over the mall.
Yeah, I wish I saw this. It was a historic event, the air show helping mark the 85th anniversary of the Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association founding.
The association's mission is to advocate for the rights of pilots, and it was founded in 1939.
Very cool there. Okay, it is now 6:56. It's time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
Yeah, cold, warm, whatever part of the day, Bob, we do have those clear skies. Might be a good day to go flying.
Yeah.
I would think so. You know, pilots like clear skies. We have a little bit of fog this morning, but otherwise we're in good shape. That fog burns out pretty quickly this morning, and those temperatures rise pretty quickly, but you need that heavier jacket early with temperatures in the 40s, and we're rising to the 50s into the 60s, mostly sunny skies. Winds turn to the south, inland areas into the low 70s. I think a little cooler at the beaches. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. We do have changes on the way. Clouds start to increase tonight into Tuesday. Tuesday's high of 74. Wednesday is a yellow alert day. I think about a ½ inch to an inch of rain. It's going to be a raw day, 65, but then 73 Thursday. A few lingering showers by Friday, 75, and then for the weekend, we can never have a dry one. Showers on Saturday, 72, dry on Sunday, 74, and then into next week, dry Monday, showers Tuesday, and dry Wednesday with highs in the mid-70s.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. And thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back with Coast TV midday at 11, so stick around.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Monday morning, everybody.